Join us each month as we sit down with different industry experts, trusted vendors, scientists, and other prominent figures within the CBD industry. And as always, keep calm and care well on. Hello, and welcome to Season 1, Episode 2 of All Things CBD. My name is Haley Schultz, and we have a very special guest with us today, Lori Neapolitan. She is an internationally recognized makeup artist and skincare expert who has been working with Carewell to develop their skincare line, as well as doing treatments. And could you tell us a little bit more about your journey ending up at Carewell and with the various other skincare companies that you've worked with?
Yes, I would love to. When I started developing skincare and makeup, now almost 30 some years ago. I know, I look so much younger. The wonderful thing about it is that we started working in the labs with botanicals. And so my history of botanicals is very, very long and took me to the point where now it's CBD. So the hemp plant has really given the earth and of course the skincare industry a whole lot to consider, and we've been able to bring that into what is now known as clean beauty. So clean beauty and botanical beauty and all of those wonderful things that we have been discussing for decades is now real. And my journey to Carewell was developing a skincare and makeup line that is safe, that is clean, and that is all CBD based. And when we say all CBD based, we mean that we have as much percentage or, let's just say milligrams, 1,000, 500, whatever we can put into the product to make that the highest resolution or level, to say, in the products to make them all very safe and soothing, calming, what botanicals have been able to do and hemp now has been able to do even more.
Sure. So in your over 40 years of experience, where have you seen cannabis really be introduced in skincare?
Well, it's been introduced along with the botanicals and the clean beauty, as I had mentioned, but now it is being recognized as one of the ingredients that will calm, it will soothe, it restores, it protects. It is almost like the one beast of the botanical world, and I say that because the plant is so I can't even talk, miraculously large, that we're finding that the large amount of qualities that it brings to skincare and makeup has truly become, the ruling botanical that we're using. So it's become extremely needed in the industry. So that's why the Carewell line has the CBD and the levels that it has.
Yeah. So as we know, there is a stigma associated with cannabis, and of course at Carewell, we're really trying to break that stigma, through education and, personal discussion. So do you see the same stigma associated with skincare products regarding cannabis?
Interesting. It's not only the stigma that we see across the board with skincare and makeup, but also our services, which we'll talk about in a little bit. I find it to be interesting because it is the older generation that seems to be a little bit like off-putting, but then some of the younger generation, and I think, what? But we like to think about it as it is a big, beautiful plant that God's earth gave us, and we are utilizing it for all the greater good, and you don't get high from it. And the most important thing is it elevates not only your skin, but elevates your skincare routine. And that's what's so important. And you stay just looking beautiful and not being high. So I think that we'll also change that because we do have consultations, which I find to be very important. Back in the day, and I've been doing this, as you know, a long time, it's funny because we now sit down with our client like we did back in the 80s. And we talk to them and they can ask us questions and we make them feel comfortable that there is no element of getting high or not making this as healthy as we possibly want everyone to know at Carewell.
So during said consultation, what elements would you consider, speaking with a customer about to generate that perfect product recommendation?
Well, there would be a couple different things, very similar to what we obviously normally do when we sit down with someone and talk to their skin and talk to them about their skin. But what I find is we ask them what they're using now and why it's not giving them what they expect. So I believe it's all about expectations. It is about, in every way, shape, and form, not just with a CBD-based skincare, but especially because of all of the elements that are put into that product, it is going to be somewhere where we say, well, you know what do you not like about your cleanser? Or what do you like about your cleanser? And we go into that as far as textural and smell. Everyone says the first thing they do when I let them smell our cleanser, our balanced cleanser, or our balanced toner, it smells so fresh. And I find that people are looking for things, sometimes they don't know what they're looking for. So we let them be on a journey to find it. And that I find is great because my customer finds it with me. It's not just, oh, well, here's what you want. This is A, B, C, and D. So I love that journey with them, and I love that we accomplish it together. Like there's 2 creams that we have on the line. One is soothing cream and one is night cream. Does night cream have to be used at night? No, but I let them smell it. I let them experience it. I let them see the saturation level and the weight of the product. We have a very unique product called Blur, and I use it a lot alone. I call it my invisible foundation, and men love it, and women can use it underneath their makeup, they can use it alone, and it has something called photonic crystals. So not only is the skincare line CBD based, but we have all these unique elements. And one thing I forgot to mention to you is that hyaluronic acid is our delivery system, and it is what is going to make the skin the highest level of moisture, and that's what it's all about.
Sure. Yeah, adding that level of personalization, with the product is so beneficial.
It is, and it makes them feel comfortable.
Yeah, of course. So, as we know, the CBD industry is oversaturated in a lot of ways, but at Carewell we have that skincare and beauty line, which really sets us apart from other companies within the industry. How did that decision to implement that line come about?
Well, that's a great question, Haley. Really good question. Well, a lot of this and all of this was Carrie's first idea because Carrie is full of them, all good ones actually. So I'm very lucky to have known her as long as I have. And because of my background and our relationship together, she called me and said, hey, you know what? I'm looking for a wonderful skincare line, and her tastes are very specific. And I said, all right, let me look around. And at the time, I was developing a few other products and said to one of the manufacturing companies that I trust that are made in the U.S. and all of the ingredients are manufactured in a organic, environment and produced in an organic lab. So I knew that might be the best. And so I went to them and they said, yes, we can help you with the CBD beauty line. And I find that we now have developed in the Carewell line a very, what I like to call simple beauty, but not simple in the way that it doesn't have the best of the best, being that it's developed with an isolate. And by the way, it is also the hemp is farmed in California. But we also have hyaluronic acid, and the hyaluronic acid is one of the best in the industry. And I mentioned before the way they develop it, the way the delivery systems are unique, and they're unique because there's no fragrance, there's no dyes, there's no chemical preservatives. And I think that people are looking for that, and the revolutionary ideas that we are talking about clean beauty. We have now put the botanicals and the clean beauty together, and the smell is fresh, and everything is unique about that in such a way that people can have a freedom of using these products and having the largest organ of their body not only benefit from this, but as Carrie wanted it to be beautiful. And that's where we are, and then we set ourselves apart at Carewell, giving you health and beauty at the same time.
Great, really, truly seeing the evolution of skincare here, so it's awesome.
Yes.
So I've been working in CBD in itself for 6 years, and I never personally was introduced to CBD skincare up until I started working at Carewell. And I have dealt with acne my entire life and never really found a product that kept it under control. Tried pretty much every method to help with that. But I did try out the skincare from Carewell, the cleanser and the toner, and as well as the night cream. And it was truly revolutionary in the sense of really controlled my breakouts, and the anti-inflammatory aspects of the CBD really reduction of redness, and it was really beneficial for myself. So
I'm so glad to hear that, because I was super excited when you told me about this, and it was like, oh my God, Haley, she's new to us and she gets it, and now it's something that I can really talk about because you've been able to experience it. And yes, and going back a little bit with skincare and makeup, I don't know if you remember, minerals used to be the big thing, and not that it's gone. Minerals are still part of, again, what God's earth has given us, and we utilize it in beauty and health. But that was also anti-inflammatory. But the interesting thing is that CBD skincare, our balance cleanser and balance toner, why we named them that, balances the skin's level in order to help the oil production, which happens in the lower dermis. So when you're talking about skincare and I'm working with someone, do I get this technical? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But with somebody who's been fighting acne for as long as you have, I will talk to them about the sebaceous glands and how they work and why they develop into too much oil and bacteria. And what we also have found is not only CBD is great for the inflammation, the redness you were talking about, the anti-inflammatory, and the fact that it calms the skin, it calms your brain, it calms everything about who we are. And I think in this world of a bit crazy, we need more calming, and anti-aging, it does that as well. So when you look into a balance cleanser and balance toner, the simple fact that it's going to work on all skins, men, women, it's all ages, and I like to say that any generation can use it, because it does also help with lines and wrinkles, which is something that we want to look at. But as you're getting less acne and you're also getting less wrinkles, we have a win-win. And the interesting thing is the night cream and our soothing cream both can be used not only on the face, but also on the hands, anywhere on the legs, if there's any eczema, if there's any skin irritations. I use it on sunburn, I use it on bug bites. So we have a lot of, multifunction and multi-purpose products, which I find are great for the transgenerational and the transgender.
Yeah, it's truly very versatile.
Yeah, which we love. And not expensive, which is another wonderful thing too. Very important. The world of very expensive skincare, I think, is over. I hope.
So I can see that you brought some of the products here. I see that the Body Bling is one of them. It's one of my personal favorites. It has a great shimmer to it, and is very soothing and moisturizing as well, with the addition of the CBD.
Yeah, it has 1,000 milligrams of CBD, and this is our Body Bling. It is a wonderful, very fast absorption lotion. I'm going to put a little bit on you, and I know it looks gorgeous on your tattoos, brings out all the beauty, feels incredible on the skin, and also just gives your skin that beautiful glow and that little bit of shimmer. And I feel that anyone could use it. Women just love it. And we also have a male version, which has no bling.
So what other products do you have here?
Oh, well, we have, I'd love to talk about them. We have seven products in our line, besides the Body Bling and the Body Calm, and that's the Balance Cleanser, Balance Toner, which we talked about, and then one of my favorites, which is called Blur, and Blur is an invisible foundation, but what I developed it with is our Skin Stick, which is a concealer foundation, so they can be used simultaneously or alone. But what I love about the Blur is men love it because it is an invisible foundation. And think about what foundation does. It makes the skin look smoother, but it does it with pigment. Blur makes the skin look smoother without pigment. But the really cool thing, another product from God's planet, is it has photonic crystals. And those crystals are going to reflect light, so they make your skin look absolutely flawless. So men love that, but you don't know they're wearing anything. So with the Skin Stick, we have 3 colors. Those that can be used with bling. And the Skin Stick can be used as a concealer and as a foundation, and it's buildable coverage, and it comes in the dark, which is going to be a color that I love to contour and highlight with, along with, depending on the skin tone. And then we also have a medium color, and it's just a beautiful, have you used this, by the way? Have you ever used the Skin Stick?
Yes, I absolutely love the Skin Stick. It stays on super, super well, and it really,
I dropped the cap.
Sorry. It truly blends to your own skin tone very well.
Yes, and that's so funny that you say that, because I think about all these wonderful things. One of the options we had is developing in our Skin Stick the pigment adaptation, which is a new revolutionary thing that these skincare labs do and these makeup labs do. So when I put it on someone, and I can put it on Haley, and her skin may not be this exact color, but it will adapt to her own skin level. So that's why I only made 3, and it works beautifully as a concealer as well, and you can layer them, use one as highlight, use one as contour. I love our Skin Sticks. And then one of the other really cool things that I did long, long ago before COVID is I made lip paints, and this company that developed the Carewell lip paint, it's a beautiful lipstick. It comes in a lipstick tube or a gloss tube. We don't have it here, but they last for 8 hours and they don't transfer. Have you ever used one of our lip paints?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and they don't transfer.
Yeah, no, they stay on
mask
for
on,
all
mask
night.
off. They stay on beautifully. I use them for weddings all the time.
And they're very, with the addition of the CBD, it's very moisturizing. It doesn't crack.
They're not as drying, even though we did design them with lip slips, which is like a gloss, and you can put one of those over, and we had beautiful 8 colors of lip paints and 6 colors of lip slips. So yeah, I'm glad you're using those. They're wonderful.
Oh yeah, I love them.
Good.
Absolutely love them.
Good.
Are there any other lines of products? That
oh gosh, yes. As out of love, as we were talking about with our Carewell line, we are talking about that more today. But we carry Carrie is very, very particular, and we carry a product called St. Jane, and it is a superior line. It looks like Tom Ford. It is so beautiful, and the serum is beautiful. They do a body serum. They do a really nice job, and they also have gorgeous lipsticks and lip glosses, and then we also have leaf and flower, which I don't know, I've used it and I adore it because it's a hair product that works so beautifully on my hair because it restores. It is so restorative, and my hair is colored, so of course I need that. But that's one of the things that I do every day. I love leaf and flower. So come by and see all of our wonderful product lines that we carry for not only health but beauty as well.
So in addition to the skincare product lines, I know that you offer services, CBD treatments and services. What does that entail?
Oh yes, I love the services. It's what makes my day fly by with all of the clients that are so happy when they come in and they're like so surprised. So our services start with something as simple as a CBD brow wax or a CBD lip wax. And I have been in the industry, as you know, for a very long time. And Carrie said to me, do they have CBD wax? I said, I think so. So we're doing that. And the calmness and no redness, it's amazing. So I have been doing a lot of that, and I'm kind of the brow diva. And we do a wonderful vitamin C facial, which is offset of our vitamin C serum, which is our Carewell line again. And that is a sunshine facial that brightens up your skin. And it's beautiful, it's restorative, it's humectant, it gives the skin a beautiful glow. We also do a hand treatment, and in the winter with all of this disinfecting and washing my hands all the time in this industry anyway, we do a paraffin lavender CBD hand treatment that is, I want to just shrink myself and jump in. That's how great it is. And we do that with just such love and precision, and we do it in a very natural informal way where it's in an open arena in the store, but the store is so welcoming and very homey, so people feel at home with our services, and those were developed with the clients in mind to come in and just calm down and chill.
Absolutely. It's such a nice addition to the product line.
It is. It's wonderful. We're very happy to bring it to our customers.
Lori, thank you so much for coming on our show today.
You're welcome.
And we do have a location in Downers Grove as well as Naperville, and we are opening up our third location in Yorktown next month, so please feel free to stop in and come talk with us about CBD in general or about the skincare and makeup line that we do offer. And as always, keep calm and care well on.